All right, MMANews, it is time once again for your weekly MMA podcast called Split Decision, brought to you from the Ruloff Family Inc. Studios. Bueller Dodge Dennis ready to break you off some MMA knowledge. We got UFC 214 going down this weekend, and of course we got to recap the fights that happened last week. We're doing UFC Contender from this week too.
Yes,
that would be a yes. Moving on from there, we're going to jump into some news from
First of all, it's been a slow news week.
It's been a slow news week.
You appropriating culture motherfuckers.
You're not even Sicilian.
Get the test done.
You're not.
I personally
You're
blame
one of them gnomes from the center of the
Eric.
fucking middle of the earth. And I hope when they do your thing.
MyMMANews.
I know. With your sex life, you might be a penicillin.
100% correct.
I personally blame.
You personally blame Eric?
I blame Eric, man. I mean, he's been on vacation, so I haven't been getting my news stories.
Yeah, what are you doing, man? You should be.
He's hanging out with BJ Penn.
He's hanging out with BJ Penn. Can we get that
image there?
Mr. Slow on
Look at that. They're playing 3D golf.
Look at 3D golf.
Is that what that was?
It was 3D. They were doing the glow in the dark 3D.
Oh, I thought they were getting on the Minions ride.
Yeah,
Miniature
Eric Cal, his family, and BJ.
And BJ Penn all hanging out.
Lucky duck.
What's it cost to play golf with BJ?
What's it cost to get a BJ with golf?
It's not like BJ Penn is doing anything else right now.
Hey, from what I hear, you can get your balls washed out.
You can wash your own balls out there.
But we do have some news.
Just a little bit. Jumping off right now with the big rumor about Brock Lesnar returning to the testing pool for USADA. We brought this up last week. It's been on the blog. Going up against John Jones is a
Yeah, they're saying that John Jones is going to defend his belt against DC and then...
Well, defend his belt assuming he wins at this
Assuming he wins, and then fight Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
John Jones, we've talked about for a long time, has always talked about going to heavyweight division. He is a pretty good-sized guy.
He could do it.
Absolutely.
He could do it.
He could totally.
I mean, we got that picture up there. He looks pretty yoked right there. I mean, look at that.
That's his powerlifting picture.
He's
Powerlifting
swole.
picture. He's swole, man.
That's the perspective on that picture is so wrong. Brock Lesnar, for the record, is 6'3". John Jones is 6'4". John Jones fights at 205. Brock Lesnar tips the scales at 265. Walks in heavier. I figure if this fight was to actually happen, John Jones would be around 235.
I would say almost like 240.
Beefy.
Yeah, 245.
But Brock Lesnar's not going to walk in at 265. He's going to walk in closer to 280, which is what he walks in.
Oh, after hydration and everything?
Sure.
Okay.
So, again, like we said last week, I don't think this fight is going to happen, especially with
Quit killing dreams, Dodge. Quit killing dreams.
Brock's not in the testing pool.
Well, I'm just saying.
Get in the testing pool, put your floaties on.
Wrestling isn't fake!
Could you imagine him putting on the little wrist floaties? That's all he can fit around his big ass arms.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
He could probably use like real life rings as floaties.
Right?
Just inner tubes.
Yeah.
Just full on, tractor tire inner tubes.
Completely makes sense. Here's the thing, kids. Let's put this to rest right now. Brock Lesnar is not, I repeat, is not in the USADA testing pool. Once Brock Lesnar gets into the USADA testing pool, he has a 1-year suspension before he can return to the UFC. Meaning, if he jumps in right now, we're not seeing him until July, August of 2018.
My question is...
All rules subject to change, and money makes things move.
Asterisk, hashtag, whatever.
If he were to jump into the USADA testing pool, could he still compete in the WWE?
Oh, of course he could.
Right?
Yeah. I don't think that they have a competition clause or... Because, you know what I mean? I think you could still do WWE completely broken half.
By God is my witness.
Yeah.
That man is broken in half.
No, right? Didn't,
Fuck out!
Didn't,
What, you mean in 1997 when The Undertaker threw Mankind off the top of the cage and he fell 18 feet
what
through
I'm
the
talking
announcer's desk?
That shit was amazing. I watched that shit.
that was amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Fuck out!
Fuck out. He has a family.
Terry Funk running out in sweats and like a shirt. I'm like, Terry Funk, I didn't even know you worked for the WWE.
Yeah.
When did you get here? You showed up in an Uber before
Like,
Uber
didn't
was
George the Animal Steele come out at like 50-something and wrestle somebody once?
Oh yeah, he was
boy.
still during the whole Attitude Era. He came out as part of the Oddities, and he was still out.
I just
doing
talked
stuff.
to Chris Jericho, who is apparently 40-something years old.
R.I.P. by the way, because George Animal Steele passed away this year.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
That's right,
Are we
he did.
sure? Because Joey said a couple
no.
people have been dead, and
He actually passed
we've
away.
had to retract this next week.
That guy also
One.
had a
wrong on one.
That guy also had a master's degree and was incredibly smart. He used to do crazy, articulate, like promos, and then they're like, "No, you're the animal. Just act like a Neanderthal." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then that's what he did.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Gotta get that money.
Get that money.
Why we do this every Friday?
This is all an act.
Yeah, we're not really this dumb.
I was going to say we're not really this smart.
I am.
But whatever.
I am. I'm 100%.
The MMAFA has been calling for new weight classes to be adopted by
MMAFA?
MMAFA.
mixed martial arts, and this time they went further and
It's like the mafia with a stutter.
they went to the Association of Boxing Commissions convention just recently, and they put together that they wanted a total of 8 more weight classes.
8 more.
Yeah.
Oh, I only heard about the 4.
So we want atom weight starting at 105 pounds,
Which is
super
who the
heavyweight.
fuck is that guy
being used
at
in
105?
Invicta.
Invicta by the women,
Yeah, by the women.
and then super heavyweight is over 265.
Yes.
They
They also have in there new weight classes that did get adopted.
I do like the cruiserweight option. I'm a big fan of the cruiserweight
The
option.
4 that did get it that did get adopted are super lightweight, which is at 165, super welterweight at 175, super middleweight at 195, and cruiserweight at 225.
Now, here's my question about this: is that does it change the standing weight classes that are because it goes from 170 to 185,
So currently, right now,
and it goes from 155 to 170. So does it swap
yes.
some of those out?
Yes. So welterweight would now be 155.1 to 165. So close to its original.
Okay.
And then the super welterweight fits in between at 165 to 175. Middleweight becomes 175 to 185. Super middleweight 185 to 195. Light heavy stays 195 205. Cruiserweight is 205 to 225. Heavyweight now is 225 to 265 instead of that big gap.
Yeah.
And then super heavyweight anything over 265 pounds.
Yeah, see, we have a cruiserweight at the local level.
At the local level, yeah. We also have a. I thought I saw someone else had like a in between too, like a welter or something like that. But anyway, yeah. So again, it is up to the promotion to decide which weight classes they want to use and adopt. But this is the new.
These are now
options, which
allowable.
These are allowable. So now there is a total of 13 weight classes in MMA.
This is not new news to us by any means.
No, we've talked about this multiple
When they had
times.
the universal mixed martial arts rules that came out.
Yeah,
in the last
multiple
year,
people
so,
wanted more weight classes. So we'll see what happens.
I didn't mind the idea of cutting down on the 15-pound weight gap between 155 and 170, 170 and 185, also the cruiserweight option. I didn't see an issue there.
I like cruiserweight, and I definitely like in between welter and then light heavy.
Yeah.
But in some of these weight classes, it trivializes.
Lightweight, yeah.
Yeah,
and
lightweight to middleweight. Yeah.
Yeah, from 145 to 175 or 185, it trivializes the belts, in my opinion, because you got a lot of guys that can make those weights.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, I didn't do good here. I'm going to go there. Well, I
Well,
didn't do good here.
I mean, look,
That's-
Demian Maia. Demian Maia switched weight classes,
Right.
And he's been doing quite well.
And then there's the real crazy guys like
Went from
Rumble,
middleweight to
170 to
yeah, he was
205.
doing welterweight. Now he's 205. What
Right.
was
Shit.
205
I mean,
before he retired.
so then he
know.
could
Was
have
he
went
doing middleweight?
175, 185, 195, and 205.
Right.
What's
You know? So really, Rumble could have went
Yeah.
185, 205.
yeah, he could have fought. He could have fought at welterweight, super welterweight, middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, and
That's
possibly
still different than what-
possibly cruiserweight.
How many
Yeah.
weights has Floyd fought at? 6.
Right, and
Boxing is different.
but
Boxing is every 5 pounds.
But that's what's happening
Yes,
here.
this is what's happening here.
And that's what we hope didn't happen, is that it starts trivializing belts, or that we start having, because now figure Bellator is going to probably have the same weight classes. So I mean, you're going to have all these weight classes in Bellator, all these classes
That's why
in
it's
here,
called- that's why it's
and
called
then
universal.
Well, I'm just saying, and then when PFL gets as huge as the other two, I mean, there's 3 huge promotions.
They don't even have enough fighters for that's like 4 weight classes that they have.
Okay,
Because they're doing the tournament
Yeah.
with the weight classes.
that's 7 weight classes they're doing tournament for. Oh, that's men's and women though, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's men's
Okay.
and women. I don't mind every 10 pounds. I don't mind every 10 pounds. But like you said, this is going to cause belt discrepancies.
Yeah.
Over the 50 from 50 to 80. It's going to cause belt discrepancies. But also, they need to implement the whole weight cutting thing and where you're going to fight at, which they've been working on for years.
Yeah, they've been trying to get it all
Right.
down. Obviously, we have no IVs anymore. We have
If they would
Same-day
change this
weigh-ins,
and
we
then
have-
same day weigh-ins, like this is the weight class, and now everything's the same day weigh-in. Get in where you fit in.
I mean, like they had.
Could you imagine how much like chicken that DC could have if he had to do a same day weigh in? Like fuck it, I don't have to worry about the day before.
You would see totally different fighters all the way around. I think you'd see them like wrestlers.
He was already doing their pre-weigh-ins today. They were showing the guys. Everybody seems to be on weight so far.
The first one
we have a main event. It's done.
Right.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, John Jones was 204.5.
I think they both weighed in the same.
No,
it's 204.5 and
205 exactly.
Yeah. No, the first one in the morning is the actual weigh-in. It's not a big
Okay.
big
But they
deal.
don't do a big show of
Yeah,
it.
the
Then you have
second
now the
one
new
is what they call
for
the
show.
ceremonial weigh-in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So we have a half-pound discrepancy between the main event, which we'll get to in a little bit.
At this point,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also talked about during this commission and convention that happened, the ABC convention, was trying to come up with what they call a what are they calling it? They're calling it the MMA Severity Index. Now, boxing already has one of these called the boxing.
I didn't even know this existed.
Boxing Severity Index, and basically what it does is it calculates the risk of suffering an acute and chronic brain injury based on recent record, number of knockouts suffered, their age, their career length, and whatnot. It's not meant to disqualify anybody. It's just meant as a safety thing to be able to identify things that need to be evaluated in a more in-depth manner. They do not have one of these for MMA yet. Someone is kind of coming up with one. They're trying to put this together. I believe it was the commissioner from the California State Athletic Commission that brought it forward and is trying to modify the current boxing severity index to make an MMA severity index. A lot of this has to do with, obviously, Tim Hague, who had just recently passed away, who was competing quite a bit.
To clarify, he was competing in boxing, but had suffered multiple
and also what they call super boxing, which I didn't know was a thing. Super boxing is boxing with MMA gloves.
There's everything super.
Yeah, but this
It's
is
not extreme.
I did some
Everything
super-
was extreme for a long time.
I did super bondage last weekend.
Oh, there you go.
He had
we have an extreme oil change locally. I don't know what the fuck that means. Like, are they doing it on? Are they doing it on rollerblades? I have no idea. Like, what makes it extreme? No clue.
We should do super cornhole.
Whoa.
or extreme.
I think we
cornhole.
both did in
Extreme
jail.
cornhole.
I think isn't that what you guys said you're going to do while you're camping when you're not watching the McGregor fight?
Yes. Super cornhole.
So things that they're looking at is activity. Have
The
they
fact
been
that
fighting?
he's the beanbag and on the board is kind of scary, but whatever.
They're talking about activity in the last 2 years of fights they've had.
Through the hole.
The age, their cage age, meaning rounds, how many rounds they've actually had to be in. Recent record, if they've had lost so many in a row or they've won so many in a row. Technical submissions, KO.
Technical KOs.
Yeah, technical KOs and technical submissions. And so basically figuring out when they feel where it is. In the past 2 years, they said that a current fighter, or a former fighter, obviously talking about Tim Hague, his MMASI was a 6, which would indicate that they would obviously need further evaluation before he was sanctioned.
So do you have to be like a 4 and below? So an automatic sanction? Or a 3 and below? Is it like 1 through 3 or 0 through 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10? You can't do it?
I don't know the exact number on it. I was actually trying to look that up, and I wasn't able to find exactly where it's at, but they're saying that it was definitely over.
So that's my first question. My second question is for people who do extracurricular activities. Like, for example, Frank Mir, who got in a motorcycle accident before he returned to the UFC. Would you include an accident like that in the index? Or Donald Cerrone,
is there
who
like an
rides
other?
bulls and does, fucking all kinds of crazy ass shit in his off time, even though he's not supposed to, does it anyway. Would you include that kind of stuff in their index?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think there should be like maybe an other in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're basically saying, okay, this was the guy who he was fighting was a -1 on the scale. So you're going to have a +6.
Negative on it? Holy shit.
Like a
okay.
handicap, right?
Yeah, like a handicap. So he was going to be a +6 against a
So if you
-1.
fight a handicap guy,
Definitely
You're not
need to
allowed to
find
ask
out
me about
what
that at
happened
all.
here. You know what I mean? So,
what is your handicap?
Discrepancy. No, it's illegal. You can't.
I mean, I think this is definitely a thing that they need to be looking at.
If it works, it works. I agree. I 100% agree. There has to be some kind of litmus test.
Yeah, again, it's just an evaluation.
11 on 18.
It's just an evaluation. It doesn't it doesn't mean you're never allowed to fight again. It doesn't anything. It just says, look, we need to maybe look into some more
Is that
things
ages?
before it goes down. So then we have going over some fights and then some previewing some fights. That's it for the news that I was able to kind of muster up through here.
What was the Nick?
Oh yeah, by the way, Nick Diaz.
We can go do for like 30 minutes if you want.
Nick Diaz is on his plane headed to the East Coast.
Shit.
He was Snapchatting. He is not happy about being on that plane.
Is that lady snoring?
Yeah, she's out, passed out. He was Snapchatting right before they take off.
Why aren't you in first class, Nick?
Because he didn't pay for the flight, Joey.
He's like, shoot me dead.
Yeah, he is so... Apparently, he was supposed to be on a flight that landed in New Jersey at 1 a.m. today. He did not get on that flight. He got in the airport. His new manager, John G, the rapper, or whatever his name is.
Wait, is this another instance of him not making a flight?
Hold on. Wait, it's not his fault.
It's
Okay.
he,
All right,
John G, the rapper, dropped him off at the door and had security rush him to the front. When he got there, he got mobbed by a bunch of fans who were waiting for him.
Oh.
And he freaked out and was like, nope, come pick me up. I'm not getting on the fucking plane. I'm not fucking dealing with this shit. Picked him up. They rolled around Vegas for a little bit longer. I think he went to Fatburger, calmed down, and then got on another flight. He is on his way, though. I did see footage of him like actually taking off.
Not high enough.
So he's going there by himself.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Tony from Rivoli's Grill and Chill is supposed to be picking him up at the airport.
He's going to pick him up in a van?
He's going to pick him up at the airport.
Make sure the fucking doors are locked, Tommy. I'm just saying.
How's that going to go? The two of them in the...
Tony Rivoli, by the way, is posting up even more Instagram videos of basically saying it's like a fight. He's like, I'm making weight, Nick. You better make weight.
Oh,
That's
man.
so awkward.
Yeah, like, but I mean, hey, gotta give it to the guy. I guess he's marketing. Like,
You got some food for me when I get there?
It's not me.
What are we going to eat?
last video.
You got to drop it an octave.
Yeah, I gotta drop it on. Last time I saw Rivoli had some pistachios or peanuts for him.
Did he have watermelon with black seeds?
I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah.
Make it right, Nick. Make it right.
Not only that, but Mr. Rivoli has the poster that I made for MyMMANews out there.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be handing them out to the fans to get Nick to sign.
Was that
How crazy is that?
That's nuts, man.
Was that inspired by?
How come we don't have
It was
a picture
inspired by
of
the
that?
GSP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't you send him the picture of that?
I don't even know if the original's probably not here. It's probably in my flash drive.
Did the original have the blue in it?
I remember that game. I love that game.
Yeah, we'll get back to that. Yeah. Anyway, we'll throw that. I think. Do I have the one?
If you see a poster with Nick Diaz's head floating around behind Tony Rivoli, then you know what it is.
Yeah, that came from us. It came from the West Coast.
Yeah,
The
He
best
knows.
coast.
He knows.
No, I'm just telling
I made sure.
everybody else.
I gave Mr. Tony a call myself, and made sure he knew.
It's Nick motherfucking Diaz up against Tony the stuffed pasta ravioli. It's going down. We're yelling timber.
Anyway, let's recap some fights.
Last week we had UFC on Fox 25. Your
Yeah.
headlining event was Chris Weidman going up against Kelvin
Against
Gastelum.
Chris Weidman.
Weidman. Fuck this fucking shit. 0. Anyway, so we talked to Chris last week. If you haven't listened to that interview, it was a good time.
Yeah.
He's good to talk to. Good old
times.
Jersey boy, man. Good old Jersey boy. So we'll jump on here. We can do. You have anything on the Fight Pass card you want to talk about?
Not necessarily. I don't know. I mean, I watched him, but I kind of skimmed through him. Dennis, did you watch him?
Just the Vera's armbar. That was nice.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, everything else. Even the TKO. I don't know. That was questionable.
All right.
All right, well, then jumping on to Fox for your prelims and main card, you had Chase Sherman going up against Damian Grabowski. This was a unanimous decision in favor of Chase. Alex Cowboy Oliveira up against Ryan LaFleur by a big KO.
Didn't you guys take LaFleur? Both
I
you guys
took Alec Vera,
I think you took LaFleur.
I didn't take Oliveira because he lost the Cowboy name.
and
but
so you
apparently
couldn't take him.
He fucking took it back from LaFleur. I didn't
There.
know
There
LaFleur
you
had
go.
the Cowboy name, but
Yeah,
he
There
has
you
it.
go.
Natal lost to Eric Anders via KO as well.
Wow, yeah, check this out. Natal gets punched a couple times and then goes running face first into the cage like he was trying to leave. I gotta go!
Was it like his weight was over his feet?
Right here.
He couldn't
Look,
catch
he's
himself?
right here. Slam! Face first into the cage, turn around, TKO. It was done.
TKO.
He was done before it even happened then.
It was
Yeah.
crazy. It was either that or he got a phone call and was like, babe, come over. I can't. I'm in the middle of a fight. My parents aren't home.
Bam.
Elijah Zaleski dos Santos up against Lyman Good ended in a split decision in favor of Elijah Dushku. Jumping on to your main event here.
The
still on
Yimmy.
Fox.
The Yimmy.
Yimmy Rivera up against Thomas Almeida. Unanimous decision. Good
Yeah.
old Yimmy. Patrick Cummins looked like hamburger meat when he was done with this fight, but he still
This is
won.
like the second or third fight in a row he's looked like hamburger meat, where he's taking
likes
selfies
to
from
get
the
punched.
ambulance taking him out of there.
He likes to get punched, man.
Hey, both these guys was like standing in front of a firing squad listening for the decision. And Vellante was just like, oh, I got the bullet. Oh, that's so bad.
I
And
thought
then
Vellante-
looks at his corner and goes, really? And they're like, yeah.
I took Volante, and I thought he won this fight, but I mean it was a split. It was a close fight. So.
No, I got to give it to his corner. His corner's pretty honest. They were like, oh, well, you know, like he could have did more,
a little bit more,
just a little bit more, and
more.
Pat Cummins wouldn't have had the split decision. Darren Elkins also gets a split decision over Dennis Bermudez. Fucking that goddamn tattoo, whatever.
I mean, I was surprised how much Darren Elkins took Dennis Bermudez down. Dennis Bermudez being a pretty decent wrestler.
Yeah. I expected a lot more out of Dennis.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed.
Well, his tenacity is something we've talked about on the show a million times.
Yeah.
So very, very surprising there. And then your main event. What's up?
I was just going to say, a lot of these fighters, it's you never know who's going to show up. And to me, that's not what we saw. This Bermudez was not
the one we saw in the last fight.
Yeah, and I don't know what changes from fight to fight, and I get it, man. You know, I play sports. Yeah, well, no, just different games, and even if you
play sports currently?
Yeah, no, I did play sports. But yeah, I fight to get up every day. That's my sport.
I'm with you there, my friend. Yeah. I'm losing that battle.
Chris Weidman.
Up against Kelvin Gastelum. This was an arm triangle choke in the third round.
Yeah.
Chris he looked fantastic in this.
Did anybody expect the submission?
No.
I thought this would be.
I mean, I knew obviously he trains with Matt Serra. He does really well there. Trains, you know. I didn't expect it.
And Kelvin too.
Good for him.
It just seems like he got gassed.
Yeah. Well. He almost came in overweight, so...
Yeah. There's a gif of him, like, dodging punches like a ghost, and then he just started getting caught.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, once they start figuring him out.
Yeah, exactly. So, at least, you know what? Let's just say good job, Kelvin, for making weight.
For sure.
There's your small victory, my friend.
Small victory.
UFC 214 going down this weekend on
Huge card.
Absolutely huge card. If you have Fight Pass, you can watch a couple of fights on there. Also on FX.
Yes.
We have the prelims going down.
FXX.
Yeah, they're not going to be on Fox Sports 1.
Not be on Fox Sports 1. Not on regular FX. This is FXX.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That's a thing.
I didn't know
yeah, it's like a little bit larger than the regular. It's called a double X.
Is there an F triple X?
This is Fox Magnum.
Yeah.
This is Fox Magnum. This is Fox episiotomy. It'll rip you a little bit. Let's start at the bottom here with Josh. This goes over a lot of people's heads, but that's all right. Josh Berkman taking on Drew Dauber.
Fucking radio's not even looking at us this one. He's like, I'm not.
He knows he's not ready yet.
Work shit.
Oh.
Come on, dude. Episiotomy joke? Episiotomy joke.
This is
fucking
work to me.
no-selling motherfucker.
This is work to me.
This is work to all of us. Berkman taking on Dauber. With Berkman.
All right, I'll take Berkman.
You wanted Berkman until I said Berkman.
No.
Yeah.
No, I like Dauber because he was my favorite character on Coach.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
The Dauber.
That's
the
a fucking
Dubinsky.
great analogy.
Yep.
Eric Shelton going up against Jared Brooks.
Brooks all day.
All right. And Kaylin Curran taking on Alexandra Albu.
Albu.
Curran.
I want Albu. Have you seen her abs?
I don't know. You can click on Curran. So
I don't care.
So you move on now to FXX here.
FXX.
For the prelims, you got Andre Touche Philly taking on Calvin Qatar. Qatar? Is that,
We're taking Qatar because Andre Philly has actually been competing for our same podcast time slot. He's been trying to go up against our podcast time slot. Mr. Feely.
Not right now. I'm sure he's training.
He's training right now, but usually
he's podcasting his training.
Yeah.
Brian Ortega going up against Renato Moiciano.
What did you just say?
I don't know.
Moicano?
I see Moiciano.
No, Moicano?
There are no R there.
I didn't say R.
You didn't say R.
You said Morciano.
No, I did not.
Moiciano.
I said Moiciano. I gave it an extra I. An extra I.
No I underneath there.
Right there.
Moicano. Moicano? Whatever. Don't give
Eric,
a fuck.
give us a call.
You know what? Guess what? I'm going for Brian Ortega now.
That's like, have you ever heard the call where he's all, hey, my buddy got shot and I think we need an ambulance. Where are you at? He's like, oh, we're over here on Eucalyptus Street. And there, can you spell that? And he goes, I'm going to drag his body over to Oak Street. That's O-A-K.
Complete sense. This is a catchweight fight between Aljamain Sterling taking on Hayden Barrow. Who missed weight?
I don't think they missed weight. I thought they wouldn't. allow Renan
Yeah,
Barão.
they wouldn't let Barão
Yeah,
do the
he
135.
had to make a catch weight of 140
Hit in
after
the bathtub,
he
yeah.
last
Yeah,
time
somebody
lost to a
reported that.
bathtub.
Oh, it was us.
Yeah.
Hayden Barão, we were talking about takedown defense last week, and I did not realize that Hayden Barão has 100% takedown defense in the UFC at this point.
That is incorrect. He was taken down by a bathtub previous
In
to
Sacramento.
in Sacramento.
Sacramento.
In the UFC.
Hey, don't come to the West Coast and try to fuck with our bathtubs. You don't even want to fuck with the West Coast bathtub.
He has 99.9 takedown defense, with the exception of bathtub.
Anything with a hot and cold knob, he's like, fuck, I don't know what to do.
I'm kind of. So women.
Oh, shit. Yo, they got a plunger,
Dude,
too.
You know that's not just an easy as a hot and cold knob with a woman. There is
there's
like a billion buttons and a lever.
There's
and
the
like,
hot and cold. There's the transfer fucking pipe. There's the one that controls. I don't even know. There's 4 at least.
there's more than
Checking
that.
the oil, ringing the bell.
Fake chow. Ricardo Lamas taking on Jason Knight. Oh, by the way, I think I'm done with Barão, man. I got to go with Aljamain Sterling.
I got to go Sterling too.
Oh, yeah, I'm going Sterling.
I like Barão a lot. But
No, we
just-
don't.
I just kind of lost faith.
Knock it off.
Just a horror fan, man. He
You were
likes
saying,
Nosferatu.
before the show started, you were like, man, if I was going to burn a jersey or a shirt in anybody, it would be Barão's. Just go with
I
it.
can't even spell Barão. Ricardo Lamas taking on Jason Knight.
I'm taking Knight Rider.
I'll go Lamas.
Yeah, let's go
Yep.
Knight.
Lamas. Jumping onto your main event here. This is going to be on the pay-per-view, of course. Go to a friend's, order it, whatever you got to do.
Go to Rivioli's if you're in Jersey.
Wait, is Nick going to be there for the UFC?
Yeah.
No.
It's a viewing party.
Shut up. Seriously?
Oh, that's right. He's doing the viewing party
He's
at
doing a
Rivoli's.
view at Rivoli- yeah,
So,
Rivoli.
but he's going to be 15 minutes away from, what is it, Wind Gap, Pennsylvania.
No, that's 2 hours. 2.5 hours from Wind Gap, Pennsylvania.
No, but he says, if you go on and read later, he says that the reason that he's really apprehensive of going is because he's going to be doing a signing 15 minutes away from his house.
He's like, I could just do that instead.
Yeah.
Eric, by the way, might be the MC for Rivoli's.
No, rip it up, Eric.
On Saturday.
From my MMA news.
Yeah, so that's if you're in Jersey, you can go hang out with Nick Diaz because he's on a plane. As long as somebody goes and picks him up, Tony.
He's had to have landed by now.
Have
We
fun.
just landed.
Have fun sitting in that bar for 3 hours watching this UFC, man. With everybody hanging on you and telling you what all the fighters are doing wrong and asking your opinion.
And asking him why he hasn't fought
Hey,
lately.
why aren't you fighting, Nick?
Oh no, Nick will have at least 5 guys come up. I think I could take you. I can take you. Oh, little guy, you just
You're
watched
kind of a
Rocky,
little
huh?
dude. Yeah,
you just
nothing.
watched Rocky,
You're
didn't you?
What are you, 5'9"? You're nothing. Come on, let's go. Let's go outside. Manawa going up against Osmandir.
Osmandir.
I like Jimmy Manuwa.
I don't fucking know. Fuck these names.
I like Manuwa.
I'm with you on Manawa on this one as well. This fight of the year potential. Robbie
Yeah,
Lawler
man.
taking on Donald Cerrone.
You think?
Robbie
Fight of the year
Lawler.
potential. I can say potential
Hey,
for anything.
I think
I
once
can say
Lawler
I
got
have fucking
sparked.
potential to get 8 inches on my
No.
dick eventually.
I-
It doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
I'm a
Fight of
little-
the year potential.
First time ever, I'm a little worried for Cerrone.
Really?
This is why. Robbie Lawler was actually smiling in pictures this week.
I don't care.
And he
Two
never
things.
fucking smiles.
2 things.
So something is wrong. He did say, however, he is still worried about Matt Hughes, who
That's
he
what I'm
normally
saying.
trains
That's
with.
what I'm bringing up.
He did say that he does not like to think about it until someone fucking brings it up to him, and he's like, yeah, I wasn't really thinking about Matt Hughes right about this moment, but I am now. He's doing great. Thanks.
Thanks.
Talk to his family.
Fucker.
He is out of his coma, though. He is talking. Everything's good. He says, I'm not the guy to talk to about this. Talk to his family.
Robbie Lawler eats a right high kick in the second round, gets choked out by Cerrone.
You think so?
That's-
I think these guys, once they get sparked, like
Sorry.
he got sparked
Sorry.
against Woodley.
Left high kick. Let me change that.
You're gonna go left high kick?
Left high kick. Rear naked choke.
Yeah,
Cerrone
I have no
wins.
pick on this one way or the other.
Nope, not taking it.
I don't know. I just don't know.
And then Tonya Evinger is going to get beat up by Cyborg.
I'm taking Evinger.
You're an
Tony
idiot.
Evinger going up against Cyborg. I like this fight,
Yeah.
man.
Shit.
Evinger
Yeah,
in the
you like
second.
that?
Your cup
Evinger.
disappeared. That was awesome.
You're not fucking taking Evinger.
Yeah,
Shut up.
I am.
All right.
Hold that right over your face for a
I'm not
I'll
afraid.
put-
I'm
I'll
not
put-
afraid to be wrong. I'm not afraid to get out there, Joey.
That is so awesome.
I'll
Burrito. Burrito.
that's a good bet.
I'll
Do
put
it.
a burrito on that.
Cyborg versus
I'm not-
Evinger.
No,
That means Cyborg will lose. Come on.
no,
Come on.
no.
Come on.
I'm not taking.
This
that
is
bet.
now for the vacant women's featherweight title for the UFC, by the way.
Yeah, 145. Cyborg all day. She's been training with Gabby like crazy.
Yeah, headbutting each other.
Whatever. They're still training. That forehead against that forehead? That would cause a tsunami somewhere.
There's actual video of them headbutting each other. I think it was on the
fucking terrifying.
UFC embedded They were trying to be all friendly, and they went. Oh. Tyron Woodley going up against Demian Maia, the backpack. Tyron Woodley has been training a lot, obviously.
Run, jump. I give you backpack when you run.
I got Woodley.
I don't even know what that is. I got Maya.
Oh, really? Oh, we're going to show
is.
you. We're going to show you.
Shit.
Everybody told
Come
me
on, for who
not
got
to
sake.
run on the beach.
Seagulls gonna come.
No.
We're going to break your coconut. And they did.
And I was like,
I got Tyron Woodley.
You got fucking strong bats.
Now you got
Is that a
rumors
strong bat
of
thing? No.
Hey.
Come on, for who begots. I said, come on, for who begots.
That was pretty good.
come
Come on, Faho, guys.
Come on, for who
You got
Hey, this is
rumors that if
looking
Tyron Woodley or Damian, whoever wins, they will be fighting either GSP.
Hey, you stop. We're trying to kill
No.
time here, motherfucker.
Yeah.
They'll be fighting GSP who's coming back. Or now that obviously Whitaker is out of his fight until 2018, that he will be fighting Bisping. What do you see?
I see, in all honesty, I see Maya versus Bisping. I don't see GSP in this
Maya
picture
versus
either.
Bisping? They're not even in the same weight class.
Didn't you just say whoever wins this fight is going to fight?
No. I said GSP is coming back.
Yes.
The options are he is either going to fight whoever wins this fight or Bisping.
Whoever wins this fight between Tyron Woodley and
Tyron
Damian
Woodley
Maia,
is the
right?
current belt
will
holder.
fight GSP when he
Oh, I thought
comes
you said
back.
Or Bisping.
No.
No.
Or GSP will fight Bisping.
Damian
Joey,
Maia's fighting Bisping.
Do you even UFC, bro? Do
No.
you even UFC?
Damian Maia's fighting Bisping. Mark my fucking words.
I'll burrito that.
Goddamn, no, fuck that. I'm not burritoing shit.
Burrito
I got
up.
Woodley.
The way fucking WME's doing this now,
Maya.
yes.
I got Maya.
Maya versus
I'm taking
Bisping.
Maya.
Is he getting a submission or is he riding out a split decision like this?
I'm going to take the decision. I don't even think it'll be a split decision.
Oh, no.
All right.
No, he's not. He's going to choke out Maya.
Because
Woodley.
this is
Woodley.
5 rounds.
Choke out Woodley,
Yep.
yeah.
This is 5 rounds.
All right.
He's going to choke out Woodley.
These
And
all 3 of these last fights are 5 rounds, right?
Yep.
So that means that the women's fight could actually start like around 8:30. Because they're going to have to start that early if they. Because I mean,
There's no way Woodley's defending a submission from Damian Maia. It's not happening.
Okay.
So if Maia gets on his back, Woodley's fucking done.
But so you're saying if Woodley keeps it in the middle, he can stay alive? Because once he gets up against the cage, I don't care who you are, you're dead.
Exactly. No, Maia by submission, 100%.
Okay.
I don't see Woodley keeping it in the center either because Maia's boxing. I don't say it's great. Woodley's boxing
It's
isn't
slightly
either.
improved.
It's slightly improved, but unless Woodley hits you with a big fucking right
Shot,
haymaker
yep.
or something, it's not going to happen. Maia's going to get his back. Maia's going to choke him out.
All right.
It's happening.
All right.
Main event.
I'm putting
fight
money
2
on
years-
2 rear naked chokes in this UFC.
2 years in the making now, right?
Yeah.
Is that what we got going on
Yeah.
here? We got Dave Scholler still trying to break these 2 up.
Your current champ, Daniel Cormier, going up against the former champ and never defeated champ.
Interim champ as well.
Is he? Okay.
He was the interim. He,
All right.
he is the interim belt holder. So this is to combine the belts,
Uh,
locking together.
So
Yeah, I don't get Cormier talking shit to him
they call him
Giant belt.
Voltron.
when he never beat him to take the belt.
All form the
You know?
head.
John Jones defeated himself. That's the only loss John Jones has.
And who here hasn't beat themselves?
Daily.
Daily.
Who do you guys got?
Keep in mind, 99% of the hands you shake have had a dick.
I
in them at
got
some
I
point.
got to take Jones.
Jones?
Jones.
Yeah.
Jones.
Jones fucking ragdolled him last time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what's so shitty about it is that
I'm going for Cormier.
really,
Are
You're
you?
rooting for Cormier,
Yes.
but do you think he will win?
if you had $100 in your pocket right now that had to go onto one of these fighters, where would that $100
Well,
go?
if I bet on Cormier and he wins, is he the underdog in this one?
He definitely would be the
No. Cormier's coming is the.
We'll
ahead
say
on
it's
this one.
no odds. We're saying straight up.
straight up.
You're betting the 100 straight
100
up.
for your 100.
Well, because he's had all this time. to
Stop
train.
with the.
Just-
who you betting?
Jones.
All right.
All right.
thank
Are you
There you
serious?
go.
Cormier's ahead on the odds right now?
Yeah, I believe so. We'll
No
have to
fucking
look it
way.
up. Look it up.
No fucking way.
We got time. Hey, while he's doing that, we got a huge fight coming up next month here in Stockton. It's called the Beatdown 3, the 209, Beatdown 209 in Stockton. We'll probably have more about it next week. It's going on over in Stockton. It's going to be great.
Is it like at Weber Point? Where's it at? Stockton Arena?
Where was it?
Oh.
Did you say it was Stockton?
Stockton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that outside?
No, they do it inside.
I'm gonna be in Stockton
I'll
tomorrow.
look it up. I'll look it up right now. Stop it.
If you're gonna be there in Stockton, come see me.
I just want fucking odds.
There's no fucking way that Daniel Cormier is the favorite. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Okay.
Daniel Cormier has ragdolled everybody in the division below him. John Jones ragdolled him in their last meetup.
Odds are currently plus 200 to DC
Jones
and
is
negative
the
264.
Okay, Jones is favorite. All right.
Jones is the favorite.
Okay.
Hands down. And then, is there anything else going on in MMA? Oh, yes. There is one thing. We have PFL is happening at the same time. Oh, wait. That's not the right logo. That's not the right logo.
Oops.
Put up the real
Sorry.
logo. Put the words on a logo. Yeah, there you go. There's their logo. PFL is having an event at, Everett, Washington? Everett, Washington.
Just poke the fucking bear, man.
Yeah, it's going down in Everett this weekend.
Yeah.
The fighters are there.
You can watch the prelims on MyMMANews. So if you want to do that, they're streaming the prelims on their website.
Is it on NBC as well?
I don't know.
Yeah, and then the fight in Stockton is called Beatdown 3, the 209 Beatdown 3, and it's going to be in Stockton Memorial Civic Auditorium, August 19th.
Sean, your wiki link that shows everything about this fight is completely gone, so I went to SureDog to actually look up who's fighting.
Stop.
Andre Harrison is going to be fighting Steven Rodriguez. Yushin Akami is fighting Andre Lewis, Leo Lobato. Jake Shields is fighting on this card against Danny Davis Jr. Danny Davis, a wrestler?
Sean, we're gonna be opening
Bruno
up
Santos,
a place.
Rex Harris.
And what I want to do is I want to fly Sean in and have Sean and Dodge fight in a ring.
I got Street Fighter arcade game. I'll bring it over and I'll take them on all day.
No.
Gloves.
Because we don't know how big Sean is. I want Sean, send us a picture. Send Joey a picture of yourself, Sean.
No, that's weird. Don't do that at all.
Dicks out.
Dick's out for Harambe.
I mean, we sent you a picture of me cleaning my pool.
Send me a picture of Dennis cleaning his pool with your head photoshopped on Dennis.
Stop.
Anyway,
You know what head you're going to get.
These are going to be on NBC, right? NBC Sports?
NBC Sports, yeah.
He's got a sore thumb he wants to show.
So you can check those out while not watching FFX?
Yeah, if you don't want to watch FXX, not FFX.
Yeah.
You know what I would do is I would DVR this.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would DVR.
If you have
PFL.
FXX.
Yeah, because the Copeland Kyle fight, that's going to be a good. They're all going to be good fights. Jake Shields.
DVR this whole thing and then just watch the UFC live, and then you can go back and watch this.
If they start early enough, I'm able to get that Jake Shields fight in before everything else.
Maybe.
I'm down with that.
Because it looks like he's match 10. So is he the? That's the first.
No,
the first fight.
First bout is number one.
One of these days, we're putting that picture of Jake Shields up that we have. One of these days.
Yeah. We got a good picture of Jake Shields.
Anyway, thanks
I've
for
heard some
listening.
stories about Jake Shields.
Make sure you watch UFC 214 wherever you can, and of course PFL if you have NBCSC. Is that what it is? NBCSC.
SN.
NBCSN.
If you watch NASCAR, you have that channel.
Yeah, you have that channel. So lots of MMA this weekend, lots of good times. Check it out. Enjoy. Big thanks to MyMMANews.com.
Oh, we didn't do the contender at all this week.
No, we didn't.
Where's Nick?
I know, but check it out. Just go to our page. Nick was 4 out of 5 this week.
Yeah, did pretty good.
Yeah, we'll
did
bring the
really
cardboard
good.
cut out next week. MyMMANews.com.
Poor guy got a lot of shit, man.
They do this 24/7. We do this once a week.
Unless Eric's on vacation.
Exactly. With
Hanging out
BJ
with
Penn.
He still was on it.
He was
dude.
still pretty good.
Guys are dicks.
And of course, yes, we are. Dependable Solutions. Innovate your business. Dependable Solutions. Find them on Facebook. Yeah, right?
Yeah, find them online
That's
too.
the show.
Find them online. That's the show.
Right here, right across the bottom. You can-
Is that? I don't know. I'm looking. What,
It goes-
I used to play that. What is that?
That's Street Fighter.
The Street Fighter.
Is it Street
That's the
Fighter?
opening of Street Fighter 2,
Son of a bitch.
which those guys have names now, and apparently they're going to be in Street Fighter 5.
I like how they had to recycle part of the crowd. They couldn't even just do.
No,
it
I have
for-
Street Fighter 5. There's no way.
Yeah, this is one of the guys now, and this is one of the guys
you
now.
should know all about that. It's like a Hillary Clinton convention.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if anybody
I don't like Hillary Clinton.
I don't know if anybody knows this, but they
Yeah.
actually had to replace this with a white fighter because people got upset that it was a white guy fighting a black guy, and when this game came out,
Really?
yeah, when Street Fighter 2 came out, and the white guy punches him, and then, like the black guy goes, and then Street Fighter 2 comes
And
out.
then it fades out. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, well, you cannot see it's a real fight, so it's a white guy beating a black guy, and that's just inappropriate.
Well, the bad thing is that he's blonde with blue eyes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And there's a small swastika.
Wasn't
on
that
his
Rocky
shirt.
too?
And there's a small swastika.
So now this is
on his
replaced
shirt.
with 2 white guys.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Tune in next week
Knowledge today.
for another episode of Split Decision. Until next time, from the Rulon Family Inc. Studios, Keeler, Dodge, and Dennis saying have a good night. We'll see you at the fights.